This is Joe Golden of Chaos to Clarity, and today we're continuing our screencasting series on social networking for professionals and job seekers. LinkedIn is the premier social network for businesses and professionals, and it is absolutely the place you ought to be if you're looking for a job. So today we're going to start out by teaching you how to sign in to LinkedIn, get set up, and fix your settings so that you can take charge of your experience and feel secure that you're not putting yourself out there on the net in a way that you wouldn't be comfortable with. We find at Chaos to Clarity that taking charge of computers and the programs we use on them makes a tremendous difference when it comes to feeling confident and competent about computers. When you go to set up an account at LinkedIn, if you don't have one already, you'll see the series of screens I'm about to show you. If you already have an account set up, then you won't see these exact screens, but eventually we'll get to the same one, so you'll just have to play that by ear. But a lot of people are confused about what they're getting themselves into, so we thought we'd start right at the beginning and show you what will happen when you sign up for LinkedIn. After you fill in your first name, last name, your email, and your password, and you take a look at the terms of use, LinkedIn is going to set you up with an account. Now you'll notice up the top in yellow they've updated their user agreement and privacy policy, so you should definitely take a look at that. You fill in your employment, your company, your job title. All of these things will help people know what you do and get comfortable with basically your online version of your resume. So you're going to fill in all of this information. It's really important to get your head around the idea of using LinkedIn and this information that you put on it not totally and wholly belonging to you. According to the terms of LinkedIn's service agreement, they can use things that you post on their site, content that you put up in the future. Okay, so just be aware of that. When you get to this step about seeing who you already know, you want to go ahead and skip it because you don't want to connect to people with an incomplete profile. Then they're going to ask you to confirm your email address. So once you get an email from LinkedIn, they will send you a code, which I am then going to paste in the top to go right there to their confirmation screen and let them know that that indeed is the right email address. Okay, so after that has been confirmed, you sign in again to LinkedIn, and that's for your security to make sure that you are the only one using your account. And then you will be taken to a new screen that is again asking you if you know these people. Well, indeed I do, but in this case I'm not going to worry about it because I keep wanting to skip things. I don't want to connect to anybody until I've got my profile set up properly. That's really important. Otherwise, it's kind of like going to the store in your pajamas. You can do it in an emergency, but it's probably not the best thing to do on a regular basis. Okay, so here we are inside of LinkedIn. There's a lot of things going on this page, but what we're going to do first is start by controlling the way your profile can be viewed. So there's a couple of ways you can do it. You can come up here to the top of your screen and click on Profile, and then you will be taken to your profile, and then you can go to Edit My Profile. Okay, and then we'll look to the right at the top and you'll see Edit Public Profile Settings. And this is the first thing we want to do because in addition to not asking people to join you on LinkedIn until you have your profile set up, we also don't want your half-formed profile to be public on the web. So you're going to go here and you're going to click None under Public Profile, and you can confirm over to the right that your LinkedIn profile will not be found in web searches. So they've made that nice little addition to let you know. The other thing you're going to do on this page is go up here to your public profile URL, and I've already gone and put in a proper URL, but if you come up here and you have the standard screen in the beginning, you'll have the opportunity to type your own username for LinkedIn, and you're going to want to have your URL be some version of the name you use professionally. Now if somebody else already has that name, you may have to use your initials, you may have to be a bit more creative, but you want to change it from the gobbledygook that it starts out being into some approximation of your name, because it will look much more professional, and it's getting to be a sign that you know what you're doing on LinkedIn. So it's also letting people know that you have more knowledge than not. So you're going to change that, which I've already done up here, and then we're going to go back to edit my profile. Now, in our next screencast, we're going to talk a lot more about the different ways that you can customize your profile and make it display your experience much better. However, there's still some more settings we need to adjust, and those are up in the right hand corner. You'll see account and settings, and now we have to go and take care of your privacy. Okay, so I'm going to have to sign in again because LinkedIn is very concerned about security, so we will just take care of that. Sign in, I do not. Okay, now here we are on the account and settings page. Some of these things I'm going to scroll down a little bit to get to the settings so that we can go through. There's 8 settings that you want to look at right up front, and we're just going to talk about them briefly right now. So the first one is your status visibility. Okay, this lets people know you have a little status bar in LinkedIn, and you can make it visible to whomever you'd like to see it. You can make it visible to just your connections, the people that you know or connected with on the first level, or you can make it visible to those people and the people that they're connected to, and that's what makes up your network. So you can also make it visible to everyone on LinkedIn, which also will probably make it eventually searchable on the web, but they haven't gone quite that far yet, but that would be my guess. So if you want to let people know about your status and you're going to use useful keywords talking about the work that you're doing, that kind of thing, you might want to put everyone. That's just fine. But whatever you choose to do, you go ahead and you save your settings, and that takes care of who can see your updates. Next, we want to do your member feed visibility. Okay, the next one down. Right now, it defaults to setting up your feed being available to your connections. But again, you have the choice. This time you can make it visible to no one, or you can make it visible to the same sets, your connections, your network, or everyone. So you'll decide what kind of updates you want to send out regularly. And if you're interested in everybody knowing everything you're doing, this is the way that you can let them know, and they'll know when you've updated your profile and all sorts of things like that. So you will choose that on your feed to see what they can find out about